Hello, my name is Johnny and I'm a music theory instructor. Just a little bit about me. I have a bachelor's degree from Berklee College of Music in which I got to study lots of music theory and learn from amazing professors, and I'd love to share my knowledge with you. So let's just start doing it. I want to talk about chords today and chord quality more specifically, and how to build major and minor chords and what's the difference between them. So you might have heard a lot of major chords are happy and minor chords are sad, but you might not have heard about a diminished chord, or you might not have heard about how chords can have sevenths, okay? So let's go into it. We're gonna start off with the key of C major, okay? And right there we have a major 7 chord with a ninth, just to get fancy with it. But we're gonna simplify it, and we're gonna talk about the major triad, okay? So why is this chord major? That's the question we should ask right now. So every chord has a root and a third, and it can have a fifth and a seventh as well, okay? But the third is really important. The third is the thing that's going to distinguish whether it's major or minor, okay? So in this case, we have a major third. C and E is a major third interval, okay? In order to get this concept down, you're going to want to know a little bit about intervals. So if you don't know about intervals, you can go back and review that. But here we have a C to E, which is a major third. If we change this E to an E flat, now we have a minor third, and that chord now becomes minor. You can just hear it's much more sad, darker, as opposed to, which is happy, uplifting, right? So we can describe this as the quality of the chord. Is the chord major? Is it minor? Is it diminished? Is it anything? So the quality of this chord would be major, and we know that because it has a major third. The quality of this chord, C minor, would be minor because it has a minor third. Okay? Now, to take it a step further, if we want to take this chord and make it even darker, we can make it a diminished chord by flattening the fifth, or in this case, a G. Right? So now we have a diminished chord quality. Why is this important? So if you're looking at a chord chart, you're looking at chord symbols, and you'll see a C, and it'll say major next to it, then you'll know I'm going to add a major third in the fifth. If you see a minor next to it, you're going to want the minor third. Same thing with the diminished. Now this works all over the keyboard, obviously, in any key for any chord. So we're going to try, just to make things a little different, we're going to try and play off E flat here. So we're going to play a major chord off of E flat. That's the major third, which makes it a major chord. Now, if we wanted to make this minor, all we have to do is flat that third and make it a minor third instead of a major third, right? And continuing on with what we did before, we can flat this fifth, in this case it's a B flat, and go down to A. Now we have a diminished chord. Very dark, very nice, very pretty. Okay, so now going back to C, we're back to C major here. If we want to add a seventh, you might see something called major seventh on a chord chart. That means we're going to add the seventh note of the scale, right? So in this case, B. So we're going to have a root, a major third, a fifth, and a major seventh. You can also have a minor seventh in the same way that you can have a minor third. So if we flatten this seventh, it becomes a minor seventh or a flat seventh, and that will give it a dominant chord quality. That is because this is a dominant chord, so we'll call that dominant. Or it could just, you call it 7, C7, doesn't really matter. Those are all chord quality names. And that is a great introduction to chord quality. And try taking that and transposing it around the keyboard. So we'll have a D flat, major 7, and we'll change it to D flat 7 or D flat dominant by flattening the 7th. Or if we want to flatten that 3rd, we can turn it into a minor chord volume. I hope that was instructional and helpful, and thank you for watching the video.